I just dropped some really important shit.
Now you should hear me, right? Wait. Okay, now you guys hear me. Now you guys hear me. Check. 1, 2. Dope. Okay, fantastic. Sorry, my bad. I fucked up.
Wait, did I drop that shit in my PC?
Well, hopefully I find that shit tomorrow. I accidentally dropped a piece of my PC and I can't find it. But that's okay. I kind of want to get a new PC soon anyways. So welcome to the stream, everybody. I go by the name of Why Not. I'm the greatest crypto rapper of all time. You can finally hear me, which is great. You can finally see me, which is even better. Let me turn up the light a little bit, actually. There we go. Let me change the light a little bit. Okay, there. That's pretty good. Sweet. Okay. So, I was saying earlier, but I guess my audio wasn't on, but now you can actually hear me. This is going to be a pretty short stream. I was streaming on TikTok earlier, and on TikTok we were doing pretty well. What the fuck's wrong with my mic? The fuck? Wait. Okay. That should be better. I was streaming on TikTok earlier. We were live for about 2 hours or so. Reached a couple hundred people. It was a great stream. It was pretty chill. I've honestly been neglecting TikTok a little bit lately because my Wi-Fi was down for a while, and then I was out in Vegas, and then the multi-stream setup's been a little finicky, so I haven't been able to get TikTok to work as well as I have the other platforms. And so I wanted to give respect and credit where credit is due to the community that's rode with me for a long time and actually spend some time on TikTok one-on-one. So I was live on TikTok only for the past maybe 2 hours or so, but I also have to come and give you guys a sign of life over here on Pump Fun, give you guys a sign of life over on X and on YouTube. So that's where I'm at now. Pleasure to be here. Nice, people liking my live. So yeah, it's been a pretty busy day for me. I've been doing a lot of stuff. Whoops, accidentally just disappeared that shit. I've been doing a lot of stuff, and as I was saying, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the market right now. So Pump Fun has officially confirmed that they are launching a token pretty soon. And there's I guess an ICO, for lack of a better word, of $1 billion raise for a $4 billion valuation on their token. That's going to happen as early as within the next 2 weeks. So that news has taken the market by storm and has kind of tanked a lot of charts. A lot of people, I don't know why, but they've scaled out of meme coins. I guess a good indicator, for example, would be Fartcoin. It's down about, I don't know, 20%, 30% or something like that today. And a lot of other coins have been taking a major hit. It's a rough time in the market whenever something like that happens. And there's been a lot of controversy, a lot of back and forth, a lot of different takes and perspectives on whether or not that coin is going to be a good thing or whether or not it's going to be a really bad thing. Me personally, I'm of the mind that it's going to be a pretty good thing. I'm optimistic. I like Pump Fun. I think they're up to the right stuff. People's major criticism of them is that they've taken the money and ran, in the sense that they've generated all this revenue but haven't quote unquote done anything with it. But I think a lot of people misunderstand just how long and how carefully you have to build an empire of this caliber. I mean, Pump Fun is a team that started with nothing, right? There was only 2 people or whatever when the actual product launched. And then it was very successful, probably more successful than anyone anticipated. And if you want to maintain that success, you have to attract top talent and you have to develop across the board. It's a lot of hard work. And that hard work has been getting done over the past year. Keep in mind, the company's only a little more than a year old. You have to onboard people, right? You have to hire people. And that's a long process. You have to find and identify top talent. You have to attract them to your company. You have to pay them pretty well. You have to interview them. You have to make sure that they're doing the right things. And from what I know, from peering behind the curtain a little bit, the team has grown from 2 people to over 60 people, or at least a couple dozen people on the team now. And these are cracked people. These are really talented developers, really talented community builders and leaders. And they're basically doing things the right way. And unfortunately, in crypto, people don't understand that the right way means a slow way sometimes. And so we're only really now, at the end of their first year, starting to see the fruits of the labor of Pump Fun's development and growth. And I'll tell you guys from firsthand experience, having streamed on the platform and then having used the platform quite a bit, They are working harder now than they've ever worked before. I don't know if you guys have the Pump Fund mobile app, but today alone, they updated the app like 6 times. I swear, this morning I was on the in the bathroom, I was taking a shower and shit. I was looking at my coin and stuff. I opened the app, it was like update needed. And then 10 minutes later, I opened the app, update needed. I was taking a shit. Get on the app, update needed. It's like they're actually working. And the funny thing is, just yesterday, I was, for example, using the app, and I was looking at the comment thread on my token, and I was trying to reply to somebody's comment. And it wasn't possible. There was no way to reply to a comment in the mobile app on a thread for a Pump Fund token. But today, after the 4th or 5th update that I downloaded, now you can finally reply to a comment in the app. So they're actually developing things. My favorite kind of team, my favorite kind of product is someone like Telegram. Telegram is a good example of this. I don't know if you guys have been around as long as I have, but in the past few years, Telegram has grown a lot. And they update all the time. And there's new features, things you wouldn't expect, things that are kind of cool and zany and out there, things that nobody else are doing. And then there's also a bunch of really important, really cool, really sensible features that are getting built at the same time. And my favorite kind of development pipeline is one where you get a bunch of crack devs and you're coming for the top spot, and you know that there's already somebody up there, so you have to dethrone them, which means you have to build a product that's innovative, that's new, that is fast-paced lightning development. And Pump Fund has shifted into that gear. They are developing so fast because they're coming for the top spot, not just on-chain, but off-chain. They're trying to create something for the people, for retail to get in on, something that's really easy to access, something that's low friction, something that emulates some of the big dogs in the game. Their streaming integration platform continues to improve. They're trying to be the next Twitch, trying to be the next Kick, trying to compete with the big dogs or be a major player in those ways. And that's not easy. It's actually really difficult, and it takes a ton of innovation, a ton of time, and a ton of hard work. And that's exactly what they're putting in at this stage. So I think the ICO, or whatever you want to call it, is coming at the right time. The token raise and all that stuff is coming at the right time. The team is poised for a good future. They've had their head down for the past few months, developing a lot of new updates. And I think this is going to be, the final push into that top tier, top caliber company. I mean, this is gonna bring a new wave of talent. This is gonna bring a new breath of fresh air into the community, into the culture. Hopefully that's gonna translate into some good price action in the market and some of the underlying Pump Fund coins. They're making a major move, pretty much the majorest move that they could make at this stage, being the top grossing app that they are, being the top performing company that they are, being as innovative as they are. So I'm very optimistic, despite what the haters and the fudders or faders are saying. I really trust Pump Fund. I think they're pioneering the future in a big way. I've seen the hard work that their team's been putting in firsthand, and I think the next chapter is going to be really interesting. I think the next chapter is where we finally scale up, break the mold, and open the door to a whole new generation of investor, open the door to a product that wasn't possible 4 years ago or 5 years ago. The first ever real mainstream crypto product. And that's going to be really cool. It's going to be really, really, really cool and good for everyone. I think it's good for the health of the ecosystem in the long term. I trust the process in that sense. But in the short term, it's been siphoning a lot of liquidity out of the market. People are, I guess, nervous, or they're trying to get their bags ready for it, or whatever it is. Major coins are dumping, including my coin, which doesn't even make sense. I love Pump Fund, and we get along pretty well. The Trump thing is pretty funny. I don't know if you guys have seen that. A Trump wallet released related to the Trump coin. People were speculating that Trump has a new coin, a new wallet. Like, Trump is a developer in crypto. He's not the president. He's a Solana meme coin dev. But pretty quickly it got shut down, at least from the official side. Eric Trump came out and said that they actually had no formal association with the product. So remains to be seen what this actually means for the space, but it seems like at this stage they just are taking advantage of the name that they've licensed, and it's not actually connected to the president in any meaningful way. So it kind of is like a nothing burger. But funny thing that happened. I mean, it's just funny in the first place that the guy made a meme coin. But could that be another vehicle for onboarding retail? Maybe. We're seeing a lot of interesting moments, a lot of interesting technological developments and potential catalysts for bringing new people into the fold, and that's exciting. I'm really excited about the next few months in crypto. It feels like we're standing on the precipice of retail is coming. I've noticed it in my TikTok stream that it's been a little bit more lively. People have been coming back and asking, is it time to get back into the market again? And don't get me wrong, the market's been pretty shitty for the past like week and a half. But I'm still optimistic about the long term here. We were on Gainsey's stream earlier today, and they were talking about the trajectory of the market and how things are going to go. And everyone was in agreement that Q4 of this year is when we're all hoping that things are going to peak. And what's that going to look like? I don't think we can even predict that yet. But if we get the run that we're all imagining, the run that we all dream of, that's like Bitcoin at 150 to 180K. It's like Solana to like 400. It's like Ethereum back to 4,000, XRP up to $5 or something like that. If we can pull that off, it's going to be insane. It's going to be face melting. It's going to be the stuff, like I said earlier, that dreams are made of. It's really what we want. And that's maybe a little too optimistic of a read on the market, but I'm always a hopeful guy. You feel me? We're all in this together at the end of the day, and that would be a best case scenario for the space for sure. So today I've been doing a lot of work. Both mask wraps are completed now. Shout out to the mask community. One of those should be dropping pretty soon. I'm just waiting on videos, and just this evening I connected with the guy who's been making all of their videos. Really high quality stuff. Great. I mean, AI generated, but really, really top quality AI generated videos. So hopefully those are going to come together by tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, for those of you guys who don't know or who haven't been paying attention, I'm going to have Moose on the stream. Moose being a fucking legend in the Pudgy Penguins and community and beyond, just broader Web3. Probably one of my favorite KOLs, for lack of a better word, in the space. He makes content. He does incredible streams. He's the most generous guy I've ever known in crypto. He gives away so much fucking money to who knows who. He's literally bought people's houses and put the seed fund that they use for their college and shit like that. Like he's a legend. So we're going to have Moose on the stream in the morning. Then a little bit later in the day, I'm going to be out in Los Angeles shooting some content with Rasmer. That's going to be pretty big. I'm going to be hanging out with Rasmer. We're going to be shooting some videos. And then after that, after I get done hanging out with Rasmer, I'm going to pull up to the Based House with Soul Jakey and them. We've already got one contestant there. We might have a second contestant there by tomorrow. But I'm going to go and hang out with Jakey, Colton, their contestants. Maybe Gigi's going to be there. That'll be a good time as well. So it's a big day for me tomorrow. It's part of why this stream's going to be short, because I need to get to sleep to have the energy for it. But we got Moose, Rasmer, Jakey back to back to back. It's going to be pretty impressive. Gainsey does Gainsey have a stream tomorrow? Let's see. What's tomorrow? The 4th? Oh yeah, Gainsey's got this cracked dev guy on tomorrow. So that'll be dope too. And then Jakey's on the next day. So it'll be nice to see Jakey the night before he's on Gainsey. So I'll probably be there for that Gainsey stream too. So that's 4 things back to back to back. We've got Moose, Gainsey, Rasmer, and Jakey all in one day. I'm trying to make friends. I'm trying to, put myself out there in the space a little bit. It's honestly something that I never really did before, but after going to Solana Accelerate and then Bitcoin 2025, I realized how fun it is to connect with crypto people IRL. I realized how fun it is and how much we have in common, and just how hilarious they can be, and how there's really no one in your real life that you can connect with better than crypto people when you're as immersed in the space as I am, and as many of you are, that it really does make a difference to be able to talk about current events. And we're working in the most interesting industry in the world, where there's always something new happening and always something crazy and zany on the table. So yeah, it's so much fun kicking it with crypto people in real life. As much as people like to FUD and fade and say, oh, I hate people in this space, and oh, I don't like these KOLs and blah, blah, blah. The truth is, we really all have more in common than we do apart. And when we hang out, that really comes to light. So it's going to be a good time. we should get a lot of good content out tomorrow. I'm gonna try to stream potentially from Pump Fun, maybe from X and stuff like that at every step of the journey. The Moose stream tomorrow is gonna be Pump Fun exclusive. Except maybe I'll actually, now that I've figured out this virtual camera thing, I might actually be able to have him up not Pump Fun exclusive. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. So I'm really excited for tomorrow. You see the chart pulled up on my stream again. I don't really care about the price. I don't like to talk about the price, but you guys like to hear me talk about the price. I think it looks fucking great. I think it's a good looking chart. I mean, it's we're at 130K or whatever, which is like kind of middle of the road, the range that we've been in for a while. We didn't get hit that hard by the Pump Fun news that dumped a lot of other charts in the space. We've got two, I'm not a technical analyst, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not an economist, but we've got two clean little wedges there with a nice little breakout flag. Potentially we might be seeing a little bit more of that action tomorrow, especially with all this stuff that we got in the pipeline. So yeah, it's pretty dope stuff. Pretty dope stuff. A lot of cool stuff happening in the market, a lot of big developments there, and then I've been working really hard. I'm actually working harder than I've ever worked before. And it's funny, I have a tangible feeling of excitement when I wake up in the morning. When I wake up, I'm like, yeah, let's fucking go. Let's get to work today. And I check my phone and I see who I've connected with. And I had a couple of really, really big conversations with a couple of potentially really, really big partners today. I'm not going to spill any news or spill any beans on who I was talking to or what we were talking about, but just keep an eye out in the next few weeks for some of those things to materialize. My goal is to be tier 1, right? Like my goal is to be up there with the greats. I want to be someone that everyone recognizes, for better or for worse. People can hate on me, people can love me. I think most people are going to love me because I'm charismatic, I'm handsome, I'm clever, etc. But I'm trying to be up there with Thread Guy. I'm trying to be up there with Murad. I'm trying to be up there with Ansem. I'm trying to be like one of those people that are well respected in the space that everyone recognizes, even people that don't really know much about crypto. And my goal ultimately is to be the man of the people for retail. I want to onboard the next generation. I want to reach millions of people outside of crypto as well as in, and show them that this is possible for anyone. And so yeah, that's always at kind of the core of what I'm up to. And when I'm strategizing my brand and my development and who I'm connecting with, that's all what I'm trying to do. I gotta say, with all this stuff that's happening tomorrow, the thing that I'm most excited to do is learn. The thing that I'm most excited to do is learn. I'm connecting with a bunch of people that are already living my dream. Like Moose, I think is insanely successful in the space. Rasmer, his content is hilarious, and I really look up to it. Jakey's the same way. He's an innovator. He pushes the envelope. He's one of the biggest names on Solana. These are all people that I've respected for a really long time, that I really look up to, and who I'm so stoked to meet. Moose I've already met out in New York, but the other two guys, I'm really stoked to meet them in person. And honestly, I'm going to be asking a lot of questions. I'm going to try to be as inquisitive as possible, try to take away as much from them as I can, learn from their mistakes, and do better, right? That's ultimately the goal. It's like, I love you guys, I respect you guys, but I'm coming for your spot. One day I'm going to be bigger than you. And when I am, don't worry, I'm not going to forget that you helped me get there. But that's the attitude, right? Like, that's the energy that I'm trying to bring. So it's going to be a really, really great learning day. I'm going to be talking to all these people. I'm going to be asking a bunch of questions. I'm going to be studying how they do what they do. And I'm going to be taking that and applying it to my own show and when I go on the road and stuff like that. So I'm stoked. It's going to be a good fucking day, honestly. It's going to be a really good fucking day. Let's see what's going on. How long have I been live? 20 minutes? That's not too bad. What else is going on, y'all? Let's see who's messaging me. Oh, whoops. I don't want to leak that. I'm not trying to leak some potential upcoming projects. Yeah, it's that time of the night, right? It's kind of a lull. Things aren't too crazy right now. A lot of people are asleep, especially in the US. I'm about to get to sleep. When I was on TikTok, a lot of people were tuning in from other places, Australia, Europe. Some motherfuckers were still up on the East Coast. I don't know how motherfuckers are up on the East Coast right now. Shit's fucking 3 a.m., 4 a.m., whatever. Like, y'all gotta go to sleep. But yeah, it's been a pretty chill evening. I gotta get my rest because the Moose thing's at 10 a.m. tomorrow. My goal is I have to be up bright and early because I want to promote the Moose thing with a flyer potentially. And then I have these mask wraps in the pipeline, and hopefully the videos will get to me by tomorrow. So I got to work on the mask wraps, and then I got to get ready to go hang out with Raspberry and Jakey and all that. And I actually have a job interview tomorrow too. For those of you who have been paying attention, I had a job interview last week, on Tuesday or something. Follow-up interview with the founders on Friday, and then I think I got the job, so I'm gonna be talking to them tomorrow too. It's a Web 2 job, but it is an AI powered investment marketing job, so it's pretty close to what I'm doing already. It's not going to take away from my program or my time. In fact, it's actually going to free me up to do a lot more stuff because it's going to be another source of income that's a little more reliable. And it's super, super aligned with my current workflow anyways, so it's going to be a blast. That's dope. It's always dope to get a job and actually have an income and not have to worry about some shit that I've been worrying about. Like, if you've been paying attention, like, I had a hard time paying my Wi-Fi bill, I had a hard time paying my rent, blah, blah, blah. That's not going to be a problem anymore pretty soon. So that's an exciting feeling as well. We're making it, guys. I don't know how we did it, but we're making it. It's been a super rough first half of the year for me, if I'm being real. There was some moments where I was really barely scraping by and just trying to make ends meet and shit like that. But now we're starting to be in a real stride. I built a ton of momentum in and out of the space. I got sober. I got serious. I started working harder than ever. And I think the future is really bright. Every day I wake up with a strong sense of enthusiasm, a strong sense of motivation, passion for what I'm doing. And that, I hope, translates to my work. I hope I exude that when I'm on camera, and I hope you guys can tell that I'm authentically excited to be here and authentically excited to represent you guys and all of that shit. Hell yeah. That's what it's about at the end of the day. Damn, this is a good video. AI video generation has become so good. Shout out to Abstract. I'm live on Abstract right now. I love Abstract too. I actually, funny enough, I got the Abstract penguin right here. I've got Abster. Finn gave this to me, if you guys know who Finn is. Hell yeah. Great fucking chain over there on Abstract. I'm excited because we're really in a renaissance of crypto. I don't know if you guys, like, if you pay attention to the market, there's a lot of really cool and innovative products out there. And my favorite part is they're all typically consumer focused. They're all retail focused. Like, we're really standing on the threshold of a new wave of retail that's going to be here to stay because we built products that are so easy to access, so frictionless, so fun, so enjoyable, and so basically aligned with what they're doing anyways, that I really do think retail is coming in a new and different way than ever before. You know what's funny? The Zora app, right? Like the Coinbase social media that was made, it's called Zora. I made a TikTok about Zora a couple months ago and basically explained, this is a social media where every post you make becomes a token and you can make money on your post, blah, blah, blah. And to this day, literally today, I got a comment on that post from somebody who downloaded and started using Zora, total Web2, total normie, total non-crypto person. And they were like, this is cool. I'm earning money from my posts. I just downloaded it today. And they were asking me, how do I take the money out of my wallet and shit like that? But it's so funny that we're starting to build these consumer products that are accessible and exciting to people, so much so that they would leave TikTok and download a crypto social media with no connection to crypto. And in that case, I don't even think they knew it was crypto. They just hear, this is a social media where you get paid to post. And it's going to be the same on Abstract, right? It's like, this is a streaming platform where you earn XP and are eligible for airdrops and you get generous tips and blah, blah, blah. Same is true for Pump Fun. This is a coin making system that's so easy. You just need a word and a name and a picture and then you got a coin. And it's cool. It's really cool because this is what I dreamed of, you know, a couple years ago in the space, being so immersed. These consumer products didn't really exist, right? Like, you had Uniswap, you had PancakeSwap. Those aren't consumer products. They have a lot of friction to them. You got to do the wallet thing and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I'm excited about how far the tech has come and how far the tech is going to go in the next few years. bringing it back. I'm optimistic about the Pump Fun coin thing. That shit's gonna be dope. Anything else happening in the market right now? Somebody had a baby, and they put it on chain. But usually they like have the baby and put it on chain. This time they literally gave birth on Pump Fun stream. Somebody literally gave birth. Somebody literally was in the room with their wife having their baby, legs all spread, head coming out that bitch, and the fool was on his phone on Pump Fun. I don't know about you guys, but me personally, if I was streaming when my fucking girlfriend was having a baby, I would be dead the next day. I would be dead that evening. She would not let me survive that. Who the fuck does that, bro? Speaking of consumer onboarding, bro literally live streamed the birth of his child on Pump Fun. And the shit mooned. It went to like 600K something before it rugged. But hey, that rug paid that kid's college tuition. Like that's pretty good. But what an insane, what a wacky, what a zany space that we're in. I really love crypto. There's no industry like this in the whole world. It is so much fun. There's always something unexpected around every corner. Great pieces of news every day. Today was a really great example of a bunch of cool and interesting news. All right, chat. We've got like 2 minutes and 30 seconds before I end this stream. So what do we want to talk about for 2 minutes and 30 seconds? I guess, so today officially marks the end of the first week of Crypto Rap Coin. Today is the 7th day. I launched the coin 1 week ago today. And I couldn't have asked for a better week. I'm so honored. I'm so humbled. I feel so good about how things have gone. The launch was immaculate. The chart looks great to this day. I've accomplished so much. I've streamed from multiple cities. I've gotten multiple big names tapped into the project. I've connected with a lot of people doing networking and onboarding them. I've got a lot of retail in. I got a lot of people that believe in the project. The community's grown in meaningful ways. It's been a damn good first week. And like I said when I launched the coin, the best thing is I'm really just getting started. Like, you have to understand that my vision for this project, like, it's not about the coin, right? It's about me. It's about the content. Like, the coin is just a tokenized version of this stream. But my vision of this is years, right? Like, I'm looking forward to the next few years and how I elevate and really change the space forever. How do I become the Mr. Beast of crypto? How do I become the Eminem of crypto? How do I become the Weird Al of crypto? How do I become, all of these celebrities that are globally recognized? How do I become someone that's globally recognized, the first ever DeFi native superstar? That's my ambition. And how do I onboard the next generation of retail? How do I change the course of humanity, leveraging my platform and leveraging everything that I know and love about this space? That's the mission. And that's a long-term mission. It's going to take a while to accomplish that. But we've already had such a fantastic first week. And I think the next few weeks are going to be even better. I've planned out the next 3 months. And it's a really, really action-packed 3 months. And by the time this 3 months is over, I'm going to be in such a better place, having leveled up my skill, having leveled up my exposure, my reach, having leveled up my content game, having leveled up everything about me and my brand. I'm going to give it my all in this next 3 months, that by the time I'm reassessing and replanning and planning out Q4 of this year, it's going to be insane. I can't even imagine where I'm going to be when I'm doing that, but I'm so excited to just become the best person that I can be, to just continue to improve and to live my best life. I mean, like I said earlier, I wake up really excited with a tremendous enthusiasm and passion that I'm living my dream, and that this is what I was put on earth to do, and it's only ever gonna get better. It's only ever gonna get better. So that's pretty fucking dope. Obviously, there's going to be setbacks. Obviously, there's going to be hard times. I've already experienced a couple setbacks. Even since the token launched, I've had some hard days. But every time I get knocked down, I pick myself back up again. Every time I feel like I've lost an opportunity, another opportunity presents itself. Everything happens for a reason is something that I truly believe. So yeah, we're just getting started. We're going to be improving a ton. It's going to be an action-packed 3 months. Tomorrow is going to be a really action-packed day. And the future is bright. The future is fucking bright. So bright that it might be blinding, but you cover your eyes, you wear the Pit Vipers, you keep marching. You feel me? That's kind of where we're at. So yeah, I think that's the end of the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure. I go by the name of Why Not. I'm the greatest crypto rapper of all time. God bless you. God bless your portfolio. It's going to be a fantastic few weeks, not just for me, but for everyone, and hopefully for the market. Be safe out there. Don't go aping into some stupid bullshit. If you see somebody giving birth on camera tomorrow, don't buy it. Keep an eye out for that pump fund launch. It's going to be absolutely crazy. And thanks for tuning in. Not financial advice, do your own research, but I got this ticker right on top of my head. $YNOT. It's a very easy ticker. Why not? I'm Why Not. Go and look into that ticker. Do your own research, you know, not financial advice, but go and check it out, because we're kind of middle of the range right now. And I think tomorrow's going to be a good day. Don't make me say I told you so. Don't make me get off the stream. Don't make me come home tomorrow after the Based House, after Rasmer, after Moose, after all this, and be like, guys, hello. But yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for being the best audience ever. Thanks for being the best community ever. I'm going to see you guys around, and you guys are going to see a lot more of me. So thanks for tuning in.